Hey guys, it's me, the hobbyist. Do you like my hat? First of all, tell me that you like my hat. I just made it last night. Just whipped it up. I really love it. It's scrap yarn. Real cute. Goes with the glasses. But anyway, you're not here for that today. You're here to find out how to be a light in this world. Have an attractive personality. And when I say attractive personality, I'm not talking about attracting a mate. Because, that's easy. If you're sitting on, a hoo-ha, you gonna find somebody. They just, they flock, really, right? But what I'm talking about when I say attractive personality, I'm talking about attracting blessings, opportunities, things like that. Like, even though, meeting people can be an opportunity and a blessing in itself, but I don't want you to focus on finding somebody to diddle your daddle. I want you to focus on finding some things that can help you progress in life. Give you a little push to keep going. Let's get into it today. I have 5 tidbits I want to share with you. They're not really in any particular order, but I do think the last point is the main takeaway. So make sure you stay tuned for that. If you like anything I'm saying today, go ahead and like and, subscribe, because I talk about stuff like this all the time. I keep this energy up all the time. And if you have any homegirls, friends that you want to share this with that could benefit from this, go ahead, send it over to them, because I want to build a community, because I think that we need more of this. We need more lighthearted, just energy talk. A lot of the talk that we have about attracting things and being mindful is all like, namaste. And I'm not that type of girl. I'm like a sexy red mixed with Erykah Badu type of chick, you know what I mean? And I feel like there are other women out here that need stuff like this, practical ways to shift your mindset. So let's get into this today. How to develop an attractive personality. So first I want to say, the first step to developing an attractive personality is understanding who you are. What do you hold true to yourself? What are your values and your morals rooted in? How'd you grow up? Like, how has that affected you in this world? Like, get a clear understanding and a clear picture of who you are. And I think that's a lot of what we're missing in this world today is self-awareness. Once we tap into that, we can build on top of that. But that is the foundation. You need to know who you are, what has meaning in your life, like what drives you to get up in the morning and get going. You got to figure that out first, because we don't realize that what we believe in and how we perceive the world is going to affect the way that the world sees us. It's going to affect the way that we operate in this world. So figure out what your core values and beliefs are, and that's the building block to developing an attractive personality. With that being said, you need to understand what you're insecure about. Like, what is that chip on your shoulder that you're carrying around? What is that baggage? Are you a bag lady right now? What's inside those bags, okay? Inside those plastic bags, those Louis bags, whatever kind of bags you got. Figure out what's in them, because that's going to affect the way that you move around in this world. For me, for example, I'm not insecure about much at this point, and I've so far removed myself from the girl I used to be. But I can say that being overweight was a source of insecurity. Having young kids and navigating the world was a source of insecurity, because I was freshly divorced, just been through some things. Like, my heart just got rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tatted up. You know what I mean? I had to get over those things that I felt, those self-limiting beliefs. I had to get over that, because that was directly affecting the way I was navigating this world. I remember, like, I would leave the house and my posture would be such that I'm trying to cover up my stomach, or like I'm posing, but I'm just showing my, like, doing like this. That pose we like to do. And it doesn't have to be like that. For me, I was able to get over the insecurity of my body just, by just living and dressing for my body and feeling good in that way. But I also just started getting to the gym and losing some weight. And that's helped me tremendously. Like, my face is slimmed down. I have more energy. Like, it really has done something for me. And it's made me very exuberant in this world. Very exuberant. Okay? So figure out what your insecurities are. Figure out what's affecting the way that you show up in this world, and try to tackle them. Not even try. You have to, because people will play on your insecurities, right? You don't need that type of energy in your life. Once you nip that in the bud, nobody can tug at those strings of insecurity. Just keep that in mind. Put a pin in that. Write that down, actually. Write it down. With that being said, self-reflection is a key component to having an attractive personality. We need to be able to journal, meditate, have our own individual practice. Like, who are you when you're by yourself? What are you doing? What do you think about? Ways that I self-reflect, I journal, I meditate sometimes, just sit in silence, or I listen to like some lo-fi music. You can even just read a book. Go into your head and read a book and experience things by yourself. Really, it doesn't even take much. You can self-reflect in any type of way that you feel is good for you. And actually, let me know in the comments how you self-reflect, because I like to mix it up for myself. I talked to ChatGPT recently and she gave me a whole laundry list of things that I could do to self-reflect. So it doesn't have to just be journaling, because some people find that journaling is a chore. And I don't want you to do anything that you don't like to do, okay? Because that's not going to help you at all. I want you to, this is a side note, but if you're on this video, then you're obviously in a space of wanting to go to the next level in your life, right? I want you to be very aware and know that whatever anyone is saying on these videos that you're watching, it's a them thing, right? So you have to take pieces from what they're saying, run it through your psyche, and see what fits for you, okay? You got to build your own life. You got to create you. You have to create you. It's my shirt. It says it on my shirt. That's all I'm saying. You have to create you. Next, I want to talk about your demeanor. When you're out and about in public, how are you behaving? Are you standoffish? Are you like, ugh? Are you looking at the world through a negative lens? Pay attention to that, because that is not attractive. That's going to push people away. If your arms folded up like this and you just like sucking your teeth, like that's not going to attract anybody to you. And if it does, it's going to attract the wrong type of person. Somebody that feeds off of negative energy. And we don't want any soul suckers around. Not in that way. Not in that way, Maybe some other ways. But not in that negative way. You know what I'm saying? I just taught myself how to wink. You have to make sure that the energy that you're putting out is directly in alignment with the energy you want to receive, right? You're not going to receive good things if you're standoffish and you're, not open to new experiences in the world. Keep that in mind. And finally, this is the main component to having an attractive personality. What kind of energy do you have? What is your frequency that you're putting out? Are you putting out love and light and fun times and just happiness, or are you putting out misery? How are you talking? How do you talk about yourself? How do you talk about the things that are happening around you? Are you seeing the good that's in the world? Are you relying more on the good things or the bad things? Like what is fueling you? If you're fueled by negativity, that's not really going to attract anything good, because that's your frequency is in a negative space. What I like to do is look at the world through a lens of optimism. That's my favorite thing to do. And it used to be pessimism when I was younger, because I would look for reasons to be disappointed in the world. I would look for things to go wrong, and that made things go wrong. But if I look for things to work out in my favor, if I would look for things to be what I need them to be, and I just put good energy out there, I attract so many good things, so many opportunities. For example, I was doing a market selling my hats, and a couple came up to me, and they didn't look like they were interested in buying anything, but they were like kind of dealing with my stuff on the table. It was actually like a man and his wife, right? And he went into one of my baskets with my bracelets and just picked them up like this and just dropped them back down. I'm just like, wow, this man is really kind of disrespectful. But I kept my demeanor good. I was smiling like, yeah, I make those bracelets by hand. I said something like that. And he was just like, yeah, well, I have a ton of yarn in my house. I want to give to you. It's my late mother's yarn, and I want to give it all to you. And I was just like, oh, wow. And they gave it to me. And it was free yarn, good quality yarn. But imagine how I would have blocked that blessing if I would have been irritable when he did that to my bracelets. If my first instinct would have been to be mad or to be like, excuse me, sir, I wouldn't have got that yarn, So it's good to just operate with good energy, no matter what's going on around you, because your surroundings should not affect your frequency. Your frequency is in you. Okay. There are going to be times where things come along and irritate your soul, bother you, right? But you need to have a good grounding of who you are, a good foundation. Your foundation and your frequency need to be unshakable in this world, because there are so many things that will come along and try to break you down. Okay. We cannot be fragile. We cannot be frail. We have to be strong in who we are. So with that being said, I want you guys to take everything I said in this video, maybe use it as a journal prompt, okay? So the first thing was, who are you? Second, what are you insecure about? The third is, how are you reflecting? Self-reflection techniques. Develop them, understand the ones that you already have, expand upon them, whatever. Pay attention to your demeanor. How are you behaving in public? And finally, what kind of energy do you have and what kind of energy are you trying to attract, okay? Take all of these things. Let me know how you feel about what I said today. I'm pretty sure there's more that I can add to this, and I will at a later date, but this is just what was on my spirit to share with you guys today. I really appreciate you for watching it all the way to the end of this video. Go ahead and subscribe, sis, because we're obviously cousins. We sister cousins, okay? Go ahead and subscribe. See what else I have in store, because I'm coming out with more stuff like this because I've just exited a season. I'm a new person, basically. Brand new bitch, okay? I'm brand new. I have insight, wisdom. I done been through some things, sister. I done been through some things, okay? Stick around, stay tuned. I appreciate you guys for being here. As always, it's me, the hobbyist. Have a great day, guys. Bye.
Test. Pretty girls rock like this. Pretty girls rock those test.